Welcome to your November 2020 love reading. We're going to be doing my favorite spread, which is what is your person thinking and feeling about you? What are they going to do about it? And what will be the outcome of that? And vice versa. What are you thinking about your person of interest or significant other? What are you going to be doing about it? And what will be the outcome of all of your thoughts and actions as a whole? Now, I do want to note that we won't be doing extended readings this month, but I will be doing a bonus where I pull 3 cards from the Lover's Oracle, and it's only 99 cents. So I'll tell you how to find that at the very end. And also at the end, I'll be pulling a card for your finances out of the Law of Attraction finance deck. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Pisces, let's go ahead and see what your person of interest or significant other is thinking about you and feeling about you at this time. Oh, that came out right away. 3 of Wands in reverse. So, you know, usually 3 of Wands indicates distance. So if you are in a relationship, your person could feel like there's not a lot of space between you two. They could be feeling slightly overwhelmed, especially if they're fire sign, because we're dealing with wands here, like a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. They may feel like a little bit smothered here, and that's just for some of you. Probably a lot of you are going to click off after that. Wait, don't go. It's going to get better, I swear. For others of you, it could be that, you know, your person of interest, say you're kind of liking someone, eyeing them, they could live in your neighborhood, live very close to you, could be next door neighbors with you. And for those of you who are single, this is telling me also, so hopefully you didn't click off, that your person is definitely in very close proximity to you. There's not a lot of distance between you two at all at this time. So if you haven't met yet, you could be meeting very soon. Now, I do cover every scenario for whether, you know, you've been single for a while, you just kind of like someone that you have in mind. So it's like someone you haven't met yet, someone you have in mind, and someone that you're with, either in a relationship or married to. I cover all of those scenarios because I think that it brings perspective to those of you that are in different stages in relationships, to hear about the single people, to hear about the people in relationships. It gives you an overview of parallels to your, you know, Pisces transits and things like that, that we obviously aren't going to go all into in this video. But the cards do pick up on and represent in the collective. So what is Pisces going to do about how they're thinking and feeling about their person of interest or significant other at this time? What is Pisces going to be doing about how they're thinking and feeling about their person of interest and / or significant other at this time? The Empress. So some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but it could also be that, you know, you want this to come to fruition. You could be thinking that your person is the Empress, especially if you're male dealing with a female. You feel like this woman is very fruitful, that you could have a lot with her. Possibly she could be the mother of your children. If you're in a relationship, you feel this way about your significant other. And this can also be, you know, if you're dealing with a man as well, you could feel like he would be a good father to your children. The Empress has a lot to do with fertility. It could be that, you know, you're not really going to make a move until springtime as well, because this also deals with Taurus season. But, you know, this is a very positive card. So, not that you wouldn't be making a move, that they might not make a move towards you until spring. It could be even if your person's very, very close to you in proximity, that you won't be meeting until spring. They'll kind of just be hovering around you for a while here, Pisces. But if you do have a person of interest in mind, even if you haven't met them yet, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have to wait till spring. It could also be that they're going to come in here and you're going to just know this is the one. This is Venus. This is your love. Venus is love, and the Empress is Venus. So, there is definitely going to be something very fruitful coming out of this connection, whether you've met or you've been together for years. I'm going to say for 1 or 2 of you, and of course you can't hold me to this, and it's only for 1 of 2 or 2 of you, but some of you may be finding out that you're having a child very soon. Yeah, because this is a very fertile card. So, and that's the action your person's taking. So it's either they're getting you pregnant or they're becoming pregnant. And that's just for a few of you, of course, not all of you. But what is going to be and it's not in the outcome, so it's not guaranteed, but it is an action being taken here. And so it could be an idealization that this is who you want to have children with, or it could be that you're going to be having them very soon. What is going to be the outcome of how Pisces is behaving and thinking and feeling? Judgment. So you may be feeling a lot of ways, Pisces, but you're still, this is Pluto, Scorpio energy. You're still, you know, kind of allowing the universe to sort things out, and you are judging things. But in this deck, look how lighthearted it is. It's like you're judging it, but kind of as you go along your merry way. So it's not like you're stuck in it like the Nine of Swords and you're thinking about it all night. You're just like, I know this is going to work out. I have a very good feeling about this. And this is your person, actually, so they're having a very good feeling about it. If they're just in your vicinity and you haven't met them yet, they're like just going to find you along their little musical path here, and it's going to be a very nice connection. If you're in a relationship, you know, they may have some reservations at times, but they are willing to go through the ups and downs with you and look at the bright side of things here, because it is very fruitful for them to be in this connection with you. And what is Pisces thinking and feeling about their person of interest or significant other at this time? What is Pisces thinking and feeling about their person of interest? Oh, 2 came out here. So, so you're kind of feeling like you might be having some suspicions, actually, about, if you're single, you may be thinking about deceptions that happened in the past and holding on to those a little bit, which, you know, can be slowing down this Empress, you know, coming in. But also, if you're dealing with someone, maybe you're getting to know them, you could feel like there's things you don't know about them and you're not sure, and there could be some deceptions, you're not sure if you can trust them. And also, if you're in a relationship, you could have some suspicions. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you might feel like your person, as much as you love, like there's so much love there and there's so much fruitfulness coming from their end, you may not necessarily, you know, Queen of Pentacles can also be fruitfulness, but you may not necessarily know if they're a stable partner for you, and that if it's all as it seems, you know, it's kind of like, you're like, is this too good to be true? Now, if you are in a relationship with someone, there could be some things from the past, and they could be mild slights, white lies, things like that, or something big that they've done, and so you don't necessarily feel that you can trust them. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is very trustworthy. In reverse, you don't necessarily trust your partner here. You might feel like they could be slightly manipulative at times. So what is Pisces going to do about how they're thinking and feeling about their person of interest or significant other at this time? What is Pisces going to do about how they're thinking and feeling about the Fool in reverse? So it's like you might have an impulse to go on the Fool's journey and start really big and new, especially if it's someone you're meeting. You might want to do that, but you haven't met them yet, so the Fool's in reverse. If you're in a relationship, it's like you really want to move forward, but you've got to sort out some of the suspicions that you're having, some of this uncertainty. You know, is this as good as it seems? And if you're in a relationship, it's like you don't want to start over. That's what the Fool in reverse is saying to me. So it's like, yeah, you might have some bad history together, some things that make you not sure, but you don't want to start over. You just want to be in this, you know? Why start at the very beginning? That's the Fool, which is great when you want a new beginning. It's not so great when you've been with someone for a long time, right? So what is going to be the outcome of what Pisces person of interest and significant other, and how they're behaving, how Pisces is behaving? Oh, we got this here. The only problem is, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go with it upright, but we'll pull some clarifiers. And I've had a lot of like duplicates in the other deck, so it'll definitely tell us if this was supposed to be in reverse here. But the Ace of Swords shows a proposal. So you're gonna be coming in and trying to communicate with your person, or vice versa, they're gonna be reaching out to you. But this is a proposal for a big new beginning. This could be marriage, wedding proposal, relationship proposal. Could just be that, you know, you two are sort of on the outs and you wanna, you know, reconnect. But it also could be that you're meeting them and you're like, hey, you know, I'm not so sure because I've had some bad experiences in the past. I don't really want to start, you know, at the beginning with someone, but, you know, I really like you, so I'm going to put myself out there and connect with you and try to get to know you better. Swords is about communication, right? You might just want to chat with them and get to know them a little bit better. So let's pull some clarifiers to see a little bit more about what's going on here for Pisces. I do want to let you know that some of the cards in this deck are a little bit graphic, so if that makes you uncomfortable now or at any point, you can go ahead and skip forward to when I pull a Law of Attraction card, or go straight into the bonus reading where I pull 3 cards from the Lover's Oracle. If you want to get to that, you know, now or at the end of the reading, I'll just tell you all right now that you can click the link in the bio if you're on IGTV, or in the description if you're on YouTube. And on the YouTube link, it's extended and personal readings link. Click on that, it'll take you to my product catalog, and if you scroll to the very bottom, you'll see November 2020 bonus love readings, and you'll see there you know, Pisces, and you can click on it, order it, you'll get the link in your email, and you can join us by clicking the link. So with that being said, let's keep going. What is this tell us a little more about this. Oh, I'm sorry, I said 3 of Wands. This is 2 of Wands in reverse. Still about distance, still about, you know, there not being any distance between you two. For maybe 1 or 2 of you, it could be that there's a great distance, and that's a big issue. But for most of you, there's no distance. There's maybe no boundaries, you know, or they may be feeling like that. This one came right out. Take it. 9 of Swords in reverse. But they're not up late at night worrying about it. So it's not, like I said, unless you're dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, it's not worrying them. They're just very aware of it, okay? But it's not keeping them up at night or anything. They're not, most of them are not feeling smothered. So hopefully you didn't leave right when I said that. You're still here with me if you're listening. We have the 7 of Swords again here. So they could be having some suspicions and doubts about you the same way you are about them. You two could both be equally aware of whatever this thing is that happened in the past between you two, or it could be just some miscommunication that's happening, because if you see in this deck, you know, this deck, it's sneakiness, which is sort of like the traditional, but this one, you know, their backs are to each other, so there could be miscommunications, misunderstandings happening between the 2 of you that need to be sorted out, because they're still sitting on the bed together. They haven't left. They want to connect still. Sometimes it reminds me of like the inner children, you know, not getting along, sort of wounded adults here, wanting to be close. You know, they're very close together, but they don't know how to make it work necessarily. There's some communication that needs to be happening, and I do feel like it is going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't take until the spring, though. Give me a little more clarity on this Empress for Pisces, how Pisces person is going to be behaving the rest of November into Saggy season. 5 of Pentacles. So they want to kind of they're willing, because they feel so much like this is worth it, and this is the Empress, and this is such a fruitful connection. They're willing to go through some rough patches with you. They're willing to sneak out and stick it out in the cold with you. You know, whatever they got to do to make this work, they really do feel like this is a strong connection. And yeah, even if it means sneaking out in the middle of the night to meet you somewhere, whether it be, hopefully you're 18 if you're watching this, but you know, because of parents or families, or I don't know, hopefully not other lovers, but you know, we're all human, things happen. They really feel the strong connection with you. For some of you, this could have been an affair or a hookup, and there is a pregnancy resulting. Again, we can't predict those things, but it's general, so it could be for a couple of you. We have the 4 of Cups here. It's kind of the same thing, but a little bit of an emotional disconnection, you know, and that came out, and I was feeling that more towards the Judgment card. So the way they're judging you is, it's like you're offering them this cup, and they're kind of holding back on it. Even though they feel really good and positive about this connection, there is some reservations here. There's some holding back. It could just be you two have passed separately from each other. Even if you've been together for a while, it could be that, you know, you haven't quite recovered from your past, and you're projecting them onto one another. But let's go ahead and get a little more clarity into Pisces 7 of Swords situation here, about how they're thinking and feeling about their person of interest and significant other. Tell me more about this 7 of Swords scenario here for Pisces. The King of Cups. That's you, Pisces. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or, you know, another Pisces, but this is you. So you could be, you know, I hate to call my people, my watchers out, but you could be deceiving your person. There could be someone in the past that's not completely gone, or that you're not completely over, and so you're not being very forthright, and your person may be picking up on this. You know, you could be sneaking off to meet this new person because they are, you know, embody so much of what you want, but you're still connected to someone in the past. And like I said, your person is picking up on it, because there's not a huge gap between you two, and I do feel like they really could feel your energy here. And maybe your fear is, if you let go of this person in the past and you go with this new person, that you have to start over, and that's kind of what you're avoiding here. You're a little bit comfortable with that old connection. And again, it could be mentally. You could be you could have been with this person that we're talking about for a while, and it's just like you have some mental traps that you're caught in from a past relationship, and maybe that's why you two aren't communicating very well, because they're like, why are you coming at me this way? I'm not, you know, they may not even recognize it, but they're thinking in their subconscious, like, I'm not that person. You're treating me as if I'm these other people. And not even in that defensive way. It's more like, say it's a man with a woman. The woman could be like, the man's like, you know, I'm a great boyfriend, and the woman's like, well, how do you know if you're a great boyfriend to me? Because I'm different than the other women that you've been with, you know, and I have different needs than those other women, right? So, and even it could be the same, whether it's same sex or male and female, but it could just be that you're coming at this from a way where you're coming from a past relationship, and you're not seeing clearly and communicating clearly with this new person about what they're wanting. So tell me about the Fool in reverse. I know I went on a little bit of a tangent there, Pisces, but I was just picking up some of that for some of you. Tell me about the Fool in reverse here for Pisces. Why is the Fool? There's way too many, you guys. But that was the Ace of Swords in reverse. Dum dum dum. All right. Why is the Fool here, you guys? I'm just gonna pull off the top. King of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, I don't say this very often, very clearly, you guys. And I know some of my Pisces are in marriages and relationships watching this, so I don't feel like this applies to a majority of you. But for those of you who are single, waiting for someone to come in, or you're kind of have your eye on someone, or you're dating someone, it's a little rocky. There is third parties involved here, Pisces. I'm sorry to tell you. And whether there's physical relationships or not, I really would have to look into a personal reading. You know, you can order that on the link as well. It's at the top of the catalog. Q&A is really good right now. I'll just tell you guys really quick so you can find it and I don't forget at the end. Because I'm not available for the next week or so for, you know, live chats, live calls, a video chat. But if you order a Q&A, you can go ahead, order it, and then go to Messenger to Madeline, you know, on Psychics Gold, and type in your question to me, and then I will get back to you within 24 hours with a video response. And let me know when you type in your question. Let me know your birth dates if you can, but also let me know, hey, I want you to elaborate on the reading that was in the video, or I want you to do a fresh reading for me and my person, and here's my questions in regards to that reading or in life in general, if you want to do ask about something else with you guys. Because yeah, I'm picking up a lot of third-party energy here. There was deceptions in the past. I feel like, Pisces, you may have an ex lingering around that you're not able to get rid of. This person you really feel like could be the one for you, but it's like you're sneaking off to be with them because this person is around you still. And even though you're not necessarily technically with them, you're still hiding that connection from this person. They're picking up on it. And I want to say also, another reason you're not jumping in here with the Fool is because you're having this fear that this person is deceiving you and connecting with someone from the past. So I feel like it's this King of Pentacles, the Empress Taurus energy. And I'm just going to say, for a very, very small group of you, there is some sort of Taurus or a dominant Earth energy, especially Taurus. Could be Libra when we're dealing with the Empress. Venus rules Libra as well. But there is somebody, whether it's energetically, that is like trying not to let this happen, you know, with this new person. Whether it's just be that this person has that person in their head from the past, and you have this person in your head from the past. You're aware of your person in the past, and you're aware of their person in the past, and you're both aware of each other's people. And this is what's kind of blocking you two off here. So it was like you kind of had to almost sneak around these two people that you're not even exactly with, I'm getting, for a lot of you. And if you're in a relationship, there could just be past people or emotional triggers that you two have from past people that can kind of muddy things up sometimes here. But give me one more clarifier for this Fool and the King of Pentacles, please. Give me one more clarifier for the Fool and this King of Pentacles here, please. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, I just feel like you really, this person could be a great match for you, and they have everything that you want, and you really want to move forward with them. You may even want to have children with them, but the way you're behaving is like, okay, if you're not done with the people in your past, I'm not moving forward with you, and I don't even want you anymore is the vibe I'm getting. This Wands energy. Yet you two are still very closely connected, so it's a little bit tricky. And if you're single, it's like you two are going through this individually, where you're dealing with these people from the past, and you're stuck with this energy, and that's what's keeping you two from bumping into each other, even though you're so close to meeting each other. You're like orbiting around each other. My hands are very pink right now, you guys. I turned the heat up really, really high. Okay, let's go ahead and pull one more for this Ace of Swords. So who's going to be the one to reach out? Who's going to be the one to strike up that proposal between Pisces and their person of interest? Just a little insight into this Ace of Swords here. Maybe someone's going to be like, hey, we need to talk about these things and just work through them. you know, instead of just judging it and, you know, holding off emotionally, setting these high boundaries. But let's see, what is it going to be? What is this Ace of Swords? We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So, wow, you guys, we have 3 aces right here. We have Swords, Cups, and Wands, but Wands is in reverse. So, you want to communicate with them. You have love for them, and in this card, they are making love, but it's like, you don't want it to just be this, you don't want it to just be, this is earth energy, you don't want it to just be about the physicality. Even though here, she's pregnant and it's very nurturing and loving in this deck, the Ace of Wands is all about passion, right? And it's like, this is, you're like, we have to sort, maybe not just you, maybe your person too, we have to sort through these mental blockages, these mental issues, not mental issues, but you know, these triggers, right? And we have to meet each other in a place of love, and we have to begin from love, not begin from, you know, the fool jumping in head first, and not begin from just straight passion. We have to begin from love, and we have to be practical about it, and that's the way that this is going to move forward, if it is going to. Now, yeah, if you want an extended on this, you can go ahead and order it as a personal Q&A in my product catalog, and I will go ahead and lay these all back out and start from here for you. You could say, you know, I really want to know a little more about all those aces, or I want to know more about the Empress, or whatever it was that I said that triggered a question for you. I could lay a fresh new spread for that question, or if you just thought of a whole nother question. Anyways, let's go ahead and pull a card from the Law of Attraction deck, and then I will see you off to your Thanksgivings. Hopefully, you know, if you're spending it alone, you'll be able to Skype with your family and eat a good meal is what I'm praying for you, Pisces. Now, let's see here. Shortages of time or money are perceptual. I pulled this for about 3 different signs now, but a lot of people are probably feeling this way in the collective, like we're running out of time because we don't know, you know, if we'll ever be able to do anything again. And a lot of you are going through financial, you know, if not hardships, like setbacks with the whole COVID and everything, right? So if you are feeling a shortage of time or money, your best effort would be to focus upon better feeling thoughts and do more things that make you feel good. Your time is a perceptual thing, and even though the clock is ticking the same for everyone, your alignment affects your perception as well as the results that you allow. As you observe the enormous differences in the effort that people apply and the results they achieve, you have to conclude that there is more to the equation of achieving than action alone. So, you know, it's like, if you need to sort some things out here with your person, obviously if the Ace of Wands is in reverse and the Queen of Wands is in reverse, you're not necessarily going to be taking action, even though you are going to be reaching out to communicate, or they will with you. But and you probably will want to communicate because you do feel a lot of love here towards this person, but you have to come at it from a place where you're thinking it into existence before you are taking action to force it. You got to think it, and then you get the impulse to take action, right? And then you'll take action at the right time and you'll get the right results. But if you just try to take that action, then nothing good comes of it. You might get emotional and then feel like, why did I even take action to begin with? And then you feel very defeated and get in this sort of 4 of Cups energy where you two are holding back from one another. So, and when it comes to money as well, you know, it could be things that have taken you years, you could now do with the pandemic. You could have more time to focus. And I know it's hard to get the energy up and everything, but Mars just went direct again. So it's like, if you could really get focused on something that might have taken you years to figure out before, all of a sudden you could figure it out in a month, right? If you call on those divine guides and things, especially you Pisces, you're so close to the veil, to really help you to figure it out and sort through it. And you might have quantum leaps, Pisces, is what I'm feeling for you. And when I said that, I got the chills. So there you are, my Pisces. Lots of love and light and blessings to you. I'll see the rest of you in the bonus reading. Happy Thanksgiving.